want to talk about 10 reasons why I believe you should be financially independent. And the reason I'm doing this is because yesterday was the 4th of July. America celebrated its independence from, was it Great Britain, 1776. But anyways, yesterday was Independence Day. One of my favorite movies actually is Independence Day with Will Smith. And that's why I decided to talk about that's why I decided to talk about 10 reasons why I believe we should all be striving to become financially independent. The first reason is, just think about it. The opposite of independence is dependent. So if you're not financially independent, that means you're depending on someone else. Whether that's you depending on a job to pay you income every month, whether that's depending on a parent to help pay your rent or to help you out, depending on a spouse, depending on a man to take care of you, whatever the case may be, if you're not financially independent, you're dependent on someone else. I read an article that said that right now in America, over 30% of Americans are dependent on Social Security. I personally know people who will be dependent on Social Security. That's not the route you want to go. When I was with Edward Jones, they said, as far as retiring, look at it as a three-legged stool. You got whatever you have in your 401k, your employer's retirement account. Then you have whatever money you saved up on your own, any investments or anything like that. Hopefully you have some. And then Social Security. Social Security is one that you really don't want to have to depend on. All right? And when I was working in the financial services industry, I saw a lot of clients who unfortunately were in their 50s and 60s and didn't have a lot of money saved up. I just posted on my Instagram yesterday that I believe the average 50-year-old has maybe $50,000 saved, which isn't a lot of money to live on. So the first reason why I believe that you should want to be financially independent is not to have to depend on someone else to provide for you and your family. Because a job isn't enough. That's one source of income, is working a job. And that's extremely too close to zero. What happens if you get sick? What happens if they lay you off? What happens if you get fired? You know? That's why it's extremely important to create multiple sources of income. My man Brandon, he talked about that. And creating multiple sources of income will help you in your journey toward being financially independent. Okay? So the first reason, you don't want to have to depend on anyone else. The second reason why I think we should be financially independent is because it's less stress. As simple as that. I've experienced not having a lot of money. I've experienced being broke. Brandon said we shouldn't tell our kids that, you don't want to be in a position to say, I can't afford that. I've experienced that. And it's stressful. It can cause sleepless nights. So if you're financially independent, you're automatically going to have less stress. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to have any problems, any challenges, or any other obstacles in your family or relationships, but you just don't want money to be one of them. Jay-Z said, I got 99 problems, but a B ain't one. I want to have a couple of problems and not have money be one of them. A lot of people say money can't buy happiness. I agree. Happiness comes from within. And someone said, money isn't going to buy me happiness, but someone said, hey, I'd rather cry in a Mercedes Benz that's 550 than in a Honda Accord. Be a little bit more comfortable at least if you're going to be crying and sad. So the number two reason why we should aim to be financially independent is just less stress. You'll sleep better at night, knowing that you're financially stable. And if something came up, an emergency, you can take care of it, no problems. Number three, now this is a big one. The third reason why I think that you should be financially independent is because if you ever get married, it will help you avoid getting divorced. Being financially independent could literally save your marriage. In America, over 50% of marriages end in divorce. And one of the main causes of that is money. So if you're financially independent, you can decrease the chances of you getting divorced and your marriage will last. My friend said it best, DeMarco Latham. He'll be in studio with me next week. It's no romance without finance. So stack them chips. And honestly, ladies, a lot of men out there, they really, most of them, not all of them, but a lot of them aren't really going to feel comfortable getting married unless they're financially stable or they have a lot of, money set aside. It just doesn't work. It's hard for a relationship or a marriage to work and the money is funny. So the third reason you should want to be financially independent is to avoid divorce if you're married or if you ever plan on getting married. The fourth reason, Brandon touched on this before he left. The fourth reason is probably one of the most important ones, is family. To help your family, to help your loved ones, to help the people that you care about. I've had nieces literally call me and say, "Hey, uncle, could you loan me $300? And the worst feeling in the world is not having it to give because you truly want to help your family. So the fourth reason that you should want to be financially independent is because of your family. You want to be able to help those that you care about, help those you love. And Brandon said before he left that, it's not healthy to tell your kids, I can't afford that. Not even to tell yourself that. He said that's why daily affirmations are so important. Tell yourself that you are able to. Or maybe I'm just not able to do it yet. You want to be able to help your family, provide for your family. And that's another reason why life insurance is important. And as far as creating wealth, becoming financially independent, so that if you do leave this earth, your family, your loved ones will be taken care of. All right? You want to change the culture for your family. My family wasn't wealthy. There's only a handful of families out there who aren't wealthy. So wouldn't you like to be that person who changes that culture within your family, who pass some things down to your kids, to your grandkids, to help them out? All right? And another reason as far as family goes, we're all going to get old someday. You don't want to have your children taking care of you, taking time out their lives to take care of you. If you're financially independent, you will have great health care. You may have invested in long-term health care. A lot of people's retirement dwindle away for spending money on health expenses. So that's another reason that you should want to be financially independent, to take care of your family so they won't have to take care of you. 5, Brandon also touched on this one. The fifth reason why I think that you should want to be financially independent is so that you can experience the finer things in life. Look, we live in a world of abundance. A world of abundance. There's abundance all around us. You should be able to experience that. There's no reason why a family over there should be able to travel the world and go on all the 5-star vacations, stay at the best hotels, eat the best food, but you're not experiencing that. If you're financially independent, you can. There's about 5% of the population that's actually financially independent. Another 1% that are considered extremely wealthy. All right? So I think I need to go back just a little bit to first explain exactly what it is to be financially independent. I think this is a good segue because we're about halfway through the list. So being financially independent simply means that your assets, your investments accumulate enough income on a monthly basis to supply or to take care of all of your monthly expenses without you having to actively go to work every day. So without you going to work to punch a clock or going to your business, if you're self-employed, say you're a dentist, without you going to work every day to see patients, that your assets, your investments, your rental property, your stocks, your other businesses that you're invested in, your franchise restaurant, or your franchise 7-Eleven. Shout out to Allison. I know she just won that contest. She's on her way to getting her own franchise 7-Eleven. But in any case, whatever your investments are, that they're generating enough income to protect or to take care of all of your monthly expenses. That's what it means to be financially independent. Your income or your assets provide enough income on a monthly basis and for the rest of your life to take care of all of your expenses. Let's move on. I was talking about 10 reasons why I believe we should want to be financially independent. The first 5 reasons, I'll recap those before I give the last 5. The first one was the opposite of independent is dependent. So the first reason why I believe you should want to be financially independent is so that you don't have to depend on someone else. You don't want to depend on someone to take care of you and or your family. The second reason is because being financially independent means less stress. Again, a lot of stress is directly tied to money problems. And stress can lead to health problems and a number of other things. So to be financially independent means that you will have less stress. Now I didn't say that it will take care of all your problems because it doesn't buy happiness, but you just don't want money to be one of your problems. And that's a lot of people's main problem is just money. The third reason is to be financially independent is so that you can avoid divorce. Over 50% of marriages end in divorce. And a lot of times that's because of money. Like my good friend said, there's no romance without finance. Fourth reason to be financially independent is because of family. You want to be able to take care of your family, to provide for your family. It's the worst feeling in the world when one of your loved ones call you and ask you for some financial help and you're not able to help them because you don't have the money. Let's work to increase our net worth, to build our assets, accumulate more investments so that we can provide and take care of our family when they need us the most. The fifth reason was to experience the finer things in life. To eat the best food, travel the best places, drive the nicest cars. All right. Now, it's not all about material things, but why not be able to enjoy those things if they're, accessible to you? We live in one of the richest nations. There's no reason why you can't, experience those things and some other person can. So let's go over the last 5 reasons why I believe you should aim to be financially independent. The 6th reason is for philanthropy or giving back, helping others, donating to charities, making an impact. Jay-Z said it best, you can't help the poor if you're one of them. So why not become financially independent so that you can help other people, not just your family. Go outside of that. Help different causes. Help, lower income people. People donate money to fight cancer or, whatever cause that you're passionate about. Wouldn't it be nice to go to a charity event and the charity is working to build money and they're $1 million away from hitting their goal and you can simply write $1 million check? How good would that feel? That would feel amazing. So another reason to be financially independent is for philanthropy. You'll be in a position to give back, to help others, to bring others on board, show them how to create wealth, to become financially independent. The seventh reason, travel. Now I know I talked about experience to finer things, but travel deserves its own category because this world that God created, or if you don't believe in God, somehow it was created, is a wonderful place. And there's all these unique different countries and waterfronts and just nature out there that you should be able to travel and see. One of the best ways to learn is by traveling. Traveling will literally change your whole mindset and outlook on life when you're able to go to other places, see different cultures, see different people. And there's a lot of third world countries out there that are beautiful. But if you have money, you can even go in there and invest in them. I just saw Colin Kaepernick, even French Montana, Gary Vee. A lot of these people went over to these third world countries, different countries in Africa to help them, to help students, to give back, to provide some resources that they may not have that are available to them that we have access to. So being able to travel the world you deserve to be able to do that. You deserve to see all the different places. If you become financially independent, that's something that you can do for you and your family. Eighth reason why I believe you should be financially independent. Respect. Simply put, just respect. You notice if you're on Instagram, social media, and a lot of you are, mostly everyone is. If not, you're probably living up under a rock. But you follow these different celebrities, entertainers, all these type of people, athletes, and they're hanging around each other. You follow businessmen, Gary Vee, Tai Lopez, Grant Cardone, Les Brown. They're all hanging around each other. Damon John, the Shark Tanks. They're all multimillionaires. You're who you associate yourself with. So wouldn't it be nice to be respected by those people who have achieved high levels of success, financial success, success in their business, their entrepreneurship, people who are the best at their craft, LeBron, Kendrick Lamar, Mark Cuban, Warren Buffett, all these people, they're the best at what they do. I saw something where LeBron was going to one of Kendrick Lamar's shows. They dapping up, hey, what's up? I just saw on Instagram before I came up here, T.I. was commenting on Lil Duval snap. They were joking around. Don't you want to be in that circle of the people who are financially successful? And you're one of them, and they can, hey, man, I know him. We're cool. Yeah. Respect. That's one reason why, I personally want to be financially successful is to get the respect of other successful individuals. I want to be around the people who are at the best at what they do, the best at business, the best at sports, the best basketball player, the best football player, the best singer. Don't you want to be in that circle? How exciting would that be? That's another reason to aim for financial independence. Number 9. Why not? Why not? I've talked to a lot of people say, I don't need all that money. I just need this and I'll be comfortable. If I make X amount, I'll be comfortable. I'll be able to take care of my family. I'll be able to shop and travel. Well, why not just do it big? Like, why not? Again, America is one of the richest nations out there. It's so possible, especially now in our age of technology and social media, the internet. Like, it is so possible. There are teenagers who are becoming millionaires. Why can't you? Why not? The opportunity is there. Earl Nightingale said this on one of his videos: is that we live in one of the richest nations in the world. Yet at the end of the day, only 5% actually figure out how to become financially independent. So you mean to tell me you spend 60 years on earth, 50 years on earth, and you didn't figure it out? Why not? It's there. Start reading books. Start educating yourself. Start meeting these other people who are doing it. Connect with them. Build your network. Because that ultimately will equal your net worth. So the ninth reason is to become financially independent is it's possible. Why not do it? Last and not least, 10th and final reason why I believe you should aim to be financially independent is because of legacy. Last year, we had that networking mixer. Jacob was there, RJ, Brandon, and Brandon said, he asked this question. He said, how many people in here know their great, great, great grandfather's name? I think a couple of people raised their hand. Yes, why is that? Because he didn't leave you nothing. He didn't leave you anything. He didn't leave you an inheritance. When you're dead and gone, don't you want your name to live on, to mean something? Tupac has been gone, but we still celebrate his birthday like he's here. He left a legacy. He left an imprint in a very short time frame. Sam Walton, the creator of Walmart, he's long gone. But his family is one of the wealthiest families ever. He left a legacy. You go to any city and it's one of his stores that are in there. Don't you want to live a legacy? Don't you want your name, your brand to mean something? Leave a legacy. You want to be remembered by your great, great, great grandchildren. You want them to know who you are. The 10th and final reason why you should become financially independent is to leave a legacy. All right? Before I get out of here, I'm just going to recap these real quick. Top 10 reasons to be financially independent. 1, you don't want to be dependent on anyone else. 2, less stress, which ultimately means better health. Health is wealth. Number 3, you want to avoid divorce. A lot of divorces end over money problems. 50% marriages end in divorce alone. Become financially independent so your marriage will last. 4, family. That's one of the best reasons on here is your family, those that you care about, those people that you love. 5, you deserve to experience the finer things in life. They're out there for you to experience. There's no reason that someone over here should be able to do those things and you can't. The opportunity is there for you. 6, philanthropy. Give back. That's another important reason. To help others, to build other people up, to invest in other people. You can change people's lives just with money. I mean, you can change them a lot of other ways, but money is one of them that you can really change someone's life. 7, travel the world. Beautiful places all over. Don't you want to go see that and experience it? The 8th reason, respect. To be respected amongst your peers. To be expected by other successful individuals. You want to be in that elite group who made it, who went after their dreams, who persevered, who never gave up. Respect. Number 9, why not? Why not be financially independent? The opportunity's there. The abundance is there. We live in one of the richest nations. Go get it. 10th and final reason why you should be financially independent, to leave a legacy. You want your name to mean something. That's all the time I have today. Everyone have a blessed day.